try to have a sound. Don't try to don't think that you can do everything and do this kind of music and that kind of music. Try to develop your own sound and try to get it out there by performing somehow. And the record business is really different now. There's not a lot of signings for what seems like underground music now. So you really got to do a lot of the work on your own, and then either get signed or put it out yourself. But yeah, try to develop your sound, and then try to try to play, try to perform.
For the new artists to get, find your sound, over the years, a lot of people have they say, oh, well, this is my breaks track, this is my trance track, this is my, progressive house track. That's all well and good, but you don't, you're not developing your sound. People can't say when they hear you say, oh, that's a Crystal Method track, or that's a Chemist track, or, that's Prodigy track. They have, all those bands have, their sound. They've developed over the years, and they've, gone through different phases, but there is a sound with all those bands, and a style, and I think that once you figure out what that is, then you can continue to get better at that, and I think that all the bands that we're into now, all the new producers and DJs and stuff, they have that unique quality of being able to create their own sound and continue to grow and make music within that with that sound.
Electronic was, well, a lot of early, like New Order, Depeche Mode, Left Field, a lot of the early rave anthems,
Yeah.
William Orbit was a big one for us.
But also like, like Public Enemy and Beastie Boys sound in the early days, a lot of sample-based stuff, and lots of really dirty, sort of rock drums, and just a lot of bands over the years that inspired us, Fluke, and but it's taking all those things and taking the rock element that we had growing up and just sort of getting in the studio and getting in front of a synth or sampler and trying to do something different that is unique to us. Yeah, it's interesting, because we, if you would have, saw us in our studio 12 years ago when we first started, 14 years ago, first started making music, it was really small operation, just two guys that, had a love for electronic music and rock music and soul, and bringing our, collective ideas together and creating music that we really were into, and that started to expand, and our career as musicians and artists started to, sort of continue to grow. And, there's many times when we're out on the road or, doing in stores, or have people that come up to us and recognize us or tell us how much they appreciate our music. We're just, completely humbled by it and awed by the whole thing, and just really happy to have the opportunity to make music for a living. It's something that, we've met a lot of people over the years that are, quite frankly, super talented, and I wouldn't dare to say more talented than we are, but breaks haven't come their way, or things haven't, for one reason or another. You meet a lot of really talented people, and you see that the success that we've had is kind of unique, and so you don't take that lightly, and you appreciate what things have come your way, and but a lot of it is hard work, and we've been touring for since '95, building up our fan base, going to places like you just talked about, how we were in Arkansas, playing the small towns, and playing Fayetteville this last Saturday, with 800 people there, completely going crazy. If you sort of relate that to Fayetteville, the size of Fayetteville, You know, probably, you know, it's a college town, population maybe a couple 100,000 at the most. So you know, you say that you take that number, 800 people, and the percentage of the town that was there to see your show, or all the people that showed up, and you take that to a big city like Los Angeles or New York. I mean, that would be like equivalent to, you know, 10,000 people at a show in LA with the size difference. And but so you just, you know, we love going to these small towns and playing people for people we've never played before, and I think that's really helped build our fan base over the last 10 years.